Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Maureen Akers. Welcome, Gary.
Good to be here.
Yes, glad to have you. Okay, today's question, let's pop that up there on the screen. Gary, should I hire a lawyer to help me with my personal injury claim?
All right, now remember, we're going through the Google
We're still on
questions.
the list, yeah.
All right, so you don't ask a cobbler if you need new shoes, right? but I do sleep well at night knowing I think we give good value because not just me, but lawyers add value. We give access, expertise in the system. And if you don't have a lawyer and it's significant, insurance companies know that. I mean, and they do it all day long. They know what they're dealing with and what changes. And what changes is really how they deal with you and how fair they are with you. And you just can't do that on your own. What is it, Abe Lincoln, who said everything that's ever been quoted? But a lawyer who represents himself as a fool for a client, right?
Yeah.
So the same is true, I think, when you're trying to represent yourself in these situations. The third party kind of objective view is helpful. Really, in any situation when you're negotiating or you're trying to assess where am I and what are my goals here, it always helps to have kind of outside interest looking, going, well, maybe you should consider this, maybe you should think about that. So I think there's real value in it, not to mention the studies show that there is a tremendous change in the actual compensation. I mean, it's 3 or 5 times as much.
Yeah.
So it matters.
Yeah.
So, like I said, don't ask me, but I do think we provide value.
Yeah. Well, now, are there some things that we should watch out for when we are hiring a lawyer for this type of a case?
Yeah, and I'm going to go to this. We've talked about this over the years. We've been doing this a long time. I really think the thing you should look out for is communication and comfort level. And this goes for anybody, whether it's a divorce case or putting together your estate planning or a will or a closing. If you're not getting communication, there's an issue, okay?
Yeah.
If the lawyer won't call you back, this is what we're taught from law school on. The most important thing lawyers can do is communicate with their client, and the most important thing is to return phone calls. And I say that at the risk of somebody criticizing me at times, but if I'm not doing it, I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
And we need to be communicating, and if you don't have a comfort level in a communication, you need to watch out.
All right. Thank you, Gary. We'll see you on the next Legal Break.